Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond Coruscant. So this is our first official structured podcast since our return. So it's a very exciting time, isn't it, Cooper?
It is. I should remember, it's called BCFM.
BCFM, oh yes! Beyond Coruscant FM.
BCFM radio.
And by the way, guys, we didn't even put a post out about this or anything. Surely we're on someone's Spotify Wrapped.
Surely? Yeah.
So send us through your Spotify Wrapped. If you're, number one.
You got a listening age of 66 if you're listening to us.
Oh yes, definitely, especially with our takes and opinions, I guess you could say.
Yes.
But yeah, today's a very exciting video. We have three main topics to discuss. One of them is so fresh, it literally came out maybe 6 hours ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. So yeah, exciting. So if you want to go take us through what we'll be doing today, Cooper, it'll be a very exciting time.
It is very exciting. So we are starting off with The Boys Season 5. We will be discussing the trailer. Go check the video. We'll link it
it's out now.
And below. Above and below. We'll do it both. Go check it out. That's our reaction. Or Jack's reaction, I should say, to it. But we'll discuss it a bit more in depth now. Then we're going to talk about Doomsday. Heaps of Doomsday news.
Yes.
Since we've last spoken about it. And we'll finish off with our good old favorite Star Wars, some Mando and Grogu thoughts going into the movie, which is coming out very, very soon, and some Ahsoka Season 2 news as well. So it's going to be a good one. Make sure to like, subscribe. We are trying to hit 1K subscribers before the end of the year. We think that's achievable. The only way we can get there is if you help us out. Do your part.
That's a threat. Do your part.
No, I'm like Uncle Sam. We want you.
Oh, don't bring up Uncle Sam because Welcome to Derry has an Uncle Sam reference.
Oh no.
Dropping that, yeah. And don't worry, guys. That video. Oh, I haven't even mentioned I'm doing that video, but a video is coming out for when it's finished. Whoa.
Damn.
Yeah, but
I'm hearing about that.
Yeah, it is for real. But so I'm gonna be as like kind of like a speaker right now because Cooper has watched my video, which is on the channel, about my teaser trailer reaction. So he's probably got an understanding of my general thoughts of it. I did say in that video how we'll go more in depth into it in this one, which is completely truthful. So Cooper, how was your kind of reception to the teaser trailer?
Okay, so I need to first of all say I was very confused when I saw it because I'd seen the official Boys Instagram post the trailer and it looked really awful. Like there were captions. There were captions on it. Like you couldn't remove the captions, and it was in a vertical display. And
YouTube short
bars, and they normally don't do that for trailers. Didn't have the normal like Amazon Prime promotion thing at the start of it either. So I'm like, this ain't real. This is the account's been hacked. This isn't real. But then I saw it on the YouTube, and then all the actors started posting. I'm like, okay, all right, so it's legit.
It's legit. Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I'm a bit skeptical about
that we love that word.
Season 5 because I know they're going all out for it and I cannot wait to see it because I know they do such a good job, but I can't help but feel like I know it's a teaser trailer.
Teaser.
But I had an idea of how it was maybe going to start the season, and that just kind of is all gone now. Like I thought. Surely the boys group would be so pissed off at Billy for killing Newman, even though that was their whole goal of season 4. They're clearly working together without any issues now.
Maybe. We don't know what parts we've seen of this. To be honest, this is what the boys does well. I think, no, Cooper. I think they hide a lot of stuff in the trailer where there might be one or two scenes where they talk about it or something, but they just don't show it in there. Like, I was expecting to honestly see a Gen V person show up. Like, I don't know if I missed it. I've only watched it once. Like, was there any?
I did not see any Gen V. Well, okay. I didn't see any Gen V main characters, but I did see someone who was in the show, Dognot.
Oh, yeah, Dognot.
Dognot? Yeah, he was on, for like
bleeding, wasn't he, I think? Yeah, something like that on the ground. Yeah.
I did like the trailer. I think there was way too little Homelander, but also that's not a bad thing because
Not a bad thing.
His story is kind of being kept from us, which is good.
Mhm.
There was a few shots of him and Soldier Boy together, which is good. That's
Exciting.
what we want to see.
Yes.
There were shots of the internment camps. That's good.
Yes,
And I'm
good.
like,
That's what we like to see.
isn't that interesting that in this I'm not going to say futuristic, but I would say modern version of what an internment camp is, and this psychopathic idiot who's running the show, that he's making all of the people who are in it wear like the American flags.
It's so funny, low-key. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Weird. But I've seen set photos of that, so that wasn't a huge surprise to me. Not a lot of sage, not a lot of firecracker. There was a bit of David Deeks. He's playing a soup. He looks a bit like a male version of Starlight, like just with his True. He was the one on the stage who was kind of going,
yeah, that shot was a bit strange. I didn't really feel. It felt like one of those musical things again, where it's like, oh, we're doing The Boys, a musical.
What on Ice again?
What on Ice? Yeah, that's the one. And then someone's going to get a skate to the head. His whole fingers chopped off. But no, I agree. I think it looks pretty good. Look, I don't know if I recorded this like 2 hours ago and I still can't remember what I said. I can't remember what I said, but it did feel like Endgame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that teaser trailer that first came out, whereas just like everything was so sad, the tone's sad, the music is kind of just down a bit, but there is that little spark, like one last time where Steve Rogers said it, and now we've got Billy Butcher, which is complete polar opposites of what I would call a hero or a good guy. I think I have more faith in this season already based off this due to them taking it more seriously. Yeah. Like sometimes I did like to think the last two ones were a bit more like, haha, we're just going to joke and play on like modern like politics, or we're just going to joke on like what the American system is doing right now, or like it's a bit more like laughy kind of things. Like we added firecracker, so you know those redneck jokes and stuff were going ballistic. You know what I'm kind of like saying? So like I feel like now they've kind of locked in and they're a bit more like, we need to wrap this up. We need to make this be somewhat believable for the universe we're in. We're adding back Soldier Boy, and with that one shot with Soldier Boy and Homelander together, you already know what side Soldier Boy is going to be on.
Yeah.
But this doesn't, and then this makes it confusing. How strong is Butcher? Like, I don't think he's good enough on his own.
I don't know.
He's not.
I don't know how true this is because it definitely wasn't in the teaser, and I'm pretty sure it was just an AI generated image. But I saw a thumbnail of someone's fan-made trailer of Homelander full-on doing a Voldemort from Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Oh, jeez.
He's pulling and he's flying with Butcher through the sky, and oh my god.
I know.
I can see the boys doing that. That's the thing.
I could.
Yeah.
Like, Soldier Boy was obviously one of the best parts of the show. Like, realistically. Like, he had an interesting story. We're getting a prequel series with him in it and his old team, which I'm so excited for because, honestly, I want more of that. Like, all the flashbacky kind of stuff that we get in the show is really exciting. It's good. You know, it builds what we have now, but more. I do hope that they explain kind of the ending of season 4 more in this because in Gen V, obviously, we just saw Starlight and kind of them just showed up at the end, kind of just like, here's someone to look at kind of thing. Yeah. But I'm like, but what happened to all like Frenchie and Kimiko and all that after? They didn't even really touch on it on Gen V season 2 that much. They were kind of just like, yeah, we did some bad stuff when what's her name? Kate and I always forget his name. Sam, yeah, we're kind of working for him, and they didn't really they brushed on it. They didn't really mention what actually happened. So I'm hoping that it kind of kicks off about what happened to them going back maybe, or I don't know, something like that, because it'd be good to get a resolution of that. Otherwise season 4 ending is a waste of time.
I feel like, so obviously here's what we know going into the season. Huey is in an internment camp. We've seen that in the trailer. We know that Starlight saves or like goes to an internment camp, and that's the one with the electricity, which looks so OP. Cool, by the way.
Yeah,
it looks
OP.
So cool. So we know Starlight will probably save Huey in that sense. But then we know Frenchie is probably being used by Vought for something. Kimiko is probably in no, won't be in a camp because she's got soup.
She'll be locked up somewhere probably.
She would be locked up. MM would be in a camp. So they'd all be in a camp. So someone, probably Butcher, is going to rescue them all. And maybe that's why they build the trust again. I don't know. But
maybe,
that's what we know. That's where they're starting. If you don't mind me saying quickly, there was the most fascinating shot for me of the entire trailer. And it's going to be like that Ryan shot was cool, but that's not.
Yeah, it was dope.
He's like getting some Brightbird energy from him.
Yeah, for real.
It was of Ashley. The one shot of Ashley.
Yeah, why was she standing up there?
She, considering she's got suit powers now, and we thought that maybe she would look deformed. She looks actually better.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird. So, and she's still working for Vought.
But like, what's her role now?
That's it, because surely she's been outed now.
She must die. I'm sorry, but there's no way I see her surviving. Like,
no.
But yeah, that good point. Because when she actually came up, I was in the trailer reaction. I was stunned to speak. I was like, I was like, what? I was like, okay. Ashley's like, what now? Like some sort of vice president or something? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like it looks very formal and very like a high kind of job that she's gotten now, which is interesting after all the stuff that she's been put through. And also, I'd like to mention how interesting was Atrain's getup towards the end. Very like what's it called? Like secretive, like kind of like Quicksilver-esque with the goggles and stuff. Like he just kind of like whacked on like some quickly made goggles, and he's got his trench coat on, kind of thing. I'm like, interesting.
That was the only shot of A-Train.
Yep. Yeah, and then the deep shot was only him staring at a bloody fish.
He looks, I know this is going to sound really odd to say, but that shot of him like covered in mud, that reminds me of the termite character in the Heroism episode. Like just, I reckon, I don't know why, I have a feeling he might be miniature, maybe.
Maybe he could be. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
But we didn't get much shots of, and like even Homelander. So you got him like almost crying out in agony with his laser eyes.
Do you know who he was with?
I tried looking. I couldn't quite tell. It was who was it?
I couldn't tell either. It looked like a
female.
A female, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But like you don't actually know. That's the thing. It could be Butcher in his trench coat. We just can't tell from that. But here's my big question. When I watched the trailer, I was really, I have a theory. Who is Homelander punching?
I was just going to ask you the same question.
Who is Homelander punching?
I have an idea.
I do too. Are we going to say is it a person, right? Person?
Yes, person.
Okay. All right. We're going to say on the count of 3, the first letter of their name.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. R.
S. Oh.
Sister Sage is yours?
No. Who's yours?
Starwars?
No.
Ryan.
Really? You reckon? That would be insane. Whoa.
So, Soldier Boy. All right, you go first.
I thought Soldier Boy. And that's just purely through like thinking
how strong. Yeah.
Soldier Boy is way too powerful to exist.
Yeah.
Like, he can eradicate the
soup gene
from someone's thing, as we saw with Kimiko and Maeve. Like, that's so powerful. And there's no way at the end of this he survives. Like, there's no way he can be left alive. So I feel like maybe there's a fight that goes on because we know they're going to be together. Something happens. But your one really interests me. That's interesting.
Okay, so
he does
first
hesitate, doesn't he? He does hesitate.
He does. And first things first too, I realize I'm wearing black on a black background, so I am a floating ghost at this point, basically. But that makes it more funny. That was a good shot of him. But why I think Ryan is because obviously you mentioned it just at the end there, hesitation. And also Homelander's facial expressions throughout every single punch did not look like a joyous, I'm finally winning, I'm going to get my thing. It was more of like a, why do I have to do this? It looked like he didn't want to. And the reason why was it so emphasized throughout the entire teaser trailer of these individual punches that he's done? I'm thinking Billy could have turned Ryan to the good side. And that shot that they tried to do that teaser trickery. The shot that before Ryan lights up his eyes and looking very evil was soldiers getting flown up into the air, right? Or grabbed or something like that, right? And then it cuts to Ryan looking angry. You think, okay, he's just like thrown him or like he's done something, right? I'm thinking Ryan's actually, in that instance, is actually working for the boys. And I think Homelander, through info, Ashley, something, he's going to realize that Soldier Boy isn't the threat here. It's Ryan. Because Ryan's a pure soup, whatever in his blood and stuff, that he actually is able to take out Homelander. And if he sees Homelander and Butcher working together, it worries him, and we know how good Anthony Starr is good at acting as such a evil person, right? Like, evil.
Mm-hmm.
It would be heartbreaking, and it would be so much more emotional for Butcher to have their final fight be after Homelander kills Ryan.
Wow. Okay.
Like, even thinking about it is like a punch in the gut, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that is going to be something like that. Like, it has to be, because if it's just Soldier Boy, there wouldn't be that much emphasis on it, you know, throughout the thing. Like, every hit was loud, every hit was dangerous. He didn't look like he was having fun, and he hesitated on that final one.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. You've really got your analytical hat on today, don't you?
I just feel it, because the way that they were acting even in season 4, where they're like, look, we either turn Ryan or we kill him. You know, there was no other... You weren't keeping him alive if he was on the enemy team, right? Mm-hmm. So I reckon he's going to be on the good side. I reckon he's going to see what they're doing with the camps. I reckon he's going to back Butcher, knowing that he's sick, knowing that he's got not much time left, and goes back to his good roots. Mm-hmm. And then Homelander's threatened. He's put to the test, I guess you could say. Sister Sage might be in his ear saying... Or maybe I forgot about Sister Sage. Sister Sage might be the one to be like, Ryan needs to go, or you're going to lose your whole master plan.
Mm.
He goes, Butcher and him do their scorched earth.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about, isn't it?
It is, because it's like, would they do that? I don't see Ryan surviving, realistically.
Huh.
I don't. I think he's too OP. He's either going to be locked up, or if he's evil, if he's good, he's dead. If I see in any of the episodes where they physically, like atrain, like they show that he's on the good side, he's not making it. I'm going to call it. Because you can't have... And another reason, you can't have Soldier Boy, Homelander, and Ryan on the same damn team. Even Sister Sage. That's... No one's beating that legit... Like, in terms of their world, like, that they've established, no one's beating him. Like... It has to be Ryan or Soldier Boy that he's beaten down. It can't be Butcher. I just feel like he would have more satisfaction of it.
Yeah, no, remember they're doing the Voldemort and Harry Potter fly through the air.
Yeah,
thing.
fly through the air. Yeah.
I think that is an interesting idea to have Ryan, and it makes sense. I don't agree with you that Ryan's not going to survive season 5, though. But I will say, having seen the trailer now, it puts my video that I did about who's going to survive into a way different perspective now I've seen it.
It does, I think. Yeah, I think it does.
Because, now I'm rethinking Ryan. Now I'm rethinking Ashley. Now I'm rethinking, like, the Deep even.
The Deep, yep. A-Train. Yeah, this is why I think that, honestly, I think that is why the viewers that watch that video to engage with it so well, because there's so much alternatives. There's so many different opinions that people have about this, and you can go off comic books, you can go off this and that and that, but clearly it's been shown already with Noir, like, that it wasn't what it was initially going to be done as with Homeland, and I reckon that's deliberate. I reckon it's not like Invincible where they want to see the adaptation done justice. I think it's more, what are they going to tweak slightly to change to a surprise for the end? Like, and this is what puts it all into question. And I think this is why I'm more excited for this, and after the trailer too, more excited for this season than I have been for probably any of the boys, apart from maybe like when I first heard about it and wanted to watch it, like back in the day, you know what I mean? Because I think there's such an open gap for anything to happen from now on. You know what I mean? Like, they've gotten rid of all, and even like realistically, we didn't even mention Stan Edgar. Like,
yeah, he showed up. And so did Zoe.
What's his role going to be in the aftermath? Is he going to survive? What's he going to play for the boys? Is like and even Marie, like she's not even in the trailer, but like another OP character, I guess, for Billy's side. But realistically, there's so many alternatives. Like, what if Marie fought Soldier Boy? What if Soldier Boy gets rid of Marie's powers, and then that's how she kind of ends her character? You know what I mean? Like, there are so many different alternatives. Like, because Soldier Boy is a counter to Soups, but Marie's also a counter to Soups in a different way. Marie can eliminate them with a bloody think of, her own abilities when Soldier Boy can get rid of their powers completely. Like, she can end them and he can get rid of the powers. So it's interesting.
It is, and that's what this trailer did such a good job of.
Posing more thought processes. And I think that's what makes a good teaser trailer. As much as there wasn't that many hype things, apart from Butcher. I love Butcher's speeches. They're just the best, you know what I mean? Like, when he says something, it's just elevated. So, aside from that, I think their intended goal was to create more confusion, I think. Honestly. Yeah, I think that was their goal. Yeah.
And just one more little thing to add.
Go for it.
Release date, April 18th. That is significantly sooner than what we were expecting.
It is. Everyone was thinking March,
Well, they did June 2024.
Yeah.
For the,
I'm thinking of other thing. Yeah,
so
that's true.
We're getting it really soon.
Well, that means we get a full trailer at least in Jan.
Feb, yeah.
Jan, yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know if I want to watch it now.
Because I think this is enough. That's why guys, if you don't see a trailer reaction for us, if you don't see a trailer reaction from us, it's probably because we decided equally to just not watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And also going off how strict their copyright rules are. Obviously, if you watch a trailer reaction, you have to really make it hard to just react to it. So maybe it's for the better that we don't. Obviously, things are going to pop up. Like, it just happens. We're going to probably see a screenshot from the new trailer, like if they release the main trailer and everything too, and all that. But I really think they're not going to spoil too much. I don't think they're that silly. I think they'll be careful with what they do.
Yeah.
But I think it did its job at being a teaser, and it did its job at making questions and confusion, which I like. That makes for better theories and discussions. So that's our thoughts.
I'm very, very excited, and that trailer did such a good job.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now Doomsday. Goodness me! Like the release date just keeps getting pushed back and back.
GTA
finally
6. Which is coming first?
6 before Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, for real. At this point,
I suppose the most recent news that came out, which is related to it, is that Endgame is coming back into cinemas in I think it was November next year, which is 1 month before Doomsday hits cinemas.
Interesting.
And there's not leaks, but there's rumors that Doomsday is going to begin
a direct follow-up
as Endgame finishes, which to me basically signals
what's going to happen.
Something to do with Tony Stark.
Tony Stark. Yep.
Because why else would they start at the end of Endgame? It was the perfect bookend, and now they're just like, actually, we're going to break that bookend in half and continue the story. But it's fine.
What was okay? Refresh me. What was the very, very was it the funeral? What was apart from Steve Rogers going and dancing and all that stuff? Was the last scene that we saw the group of everyone? No, but it won't work. What was the last scene?
The last scene before like seeing Cap and like Steve and Peggy. Yeah. It was Steve going through to put the stones up. Oh,
you know what I'm thinking here?
Oh shit!
Do you know what I'm thinking here? Like, I don't know if you're on the same page. Yeah, I don't know if you're on the same page, but it could be what everyone was talking about before even Doomsday was announced about all that kind of stuff with the stones and everything. But before you could talk about, because I know you're thinking of that, I was actually thinking too, but it won't work because obviously they'll spread out and do their things after.
Yeah.
But how cool would it be? You know how they put Tony Stark's has a heart going down the water? Imagine if Doom just rocked up and grabbed it out of the water and was like, this is a lie, and then chucks it, and then everyone's there and they have to like go crazy straight away. But it won't work because Steve is... It wouldn't, because I thought that was the end, and then I realized, damn, I forgot about him going with the shield and everything. So I'm like, but once again, I disprove that rumor.
Okay.
Because then why does everything else after Endgame not get mentioned about Doomsday? Unless it's one of those time things where they wipe everything that we've just watched out of the door, and they're like, yep, new timeline. Because Sam picks up the shield from old man Steve, and then real man Steve and stuff and all that does time traveling. Yep. Unless that current Steve bumps into Doom whilst going back with the time stones. And it might be that because Chris Evans himself said potentially he's playing 3 roles. We could have OG Cap from the movies. Captain Hydra, of course, always a villain one. And we never saw the death of Old Man Cap. It could even be Old Man Cap again.
Could be.
Everyone thinks of something else. It could be Old Man Cap. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking. How cool would it be if, because I know everyone's asked for like even a limited mini series of Captain America putting the stones back, like one episode per stone, like
per stone.
Cool. Yeah. What if like on his trip back, because I know something. Everyone wants to see the Doom ripping out King Thanos' spine. Everyone wants to see it. This would make the most sense. And how cool would that be to start off
a different Earth.
Your villain in the first 10 minutes of the movie is ripping out the main bad guy that we know from our universe. Yeah, is ripping out his spine. That's such a tone setter. That's so cool.
And then that would, however, though, that would then make no sense for Steve to go back to Peggy instead of alerting his mates.
That's it. Unless it's like he gives the stone back and then leaves, and then Doom shows up.
That's true. After. So you don't actually see it, but we see it. So it's kind of like, oh no, it's like he could have, if he just waited for 2 seconds or something like that. But like linking straight after is an interesting thing. Is it more just based off story, or is it based off where we last saw the Avengers together? Like, what is it? Like, it could be a play on words in terms of like is it directly straight after, like the day after, the time after, or is it more like it's just after Endgame? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think like Endgame takes place in 2024 or 2025, just after the 5 years later.
Yep.
Or maybe it's 2023. No, it's 2024. What am I saying?
I can't remember, but yeah, there's a 5 year.
The latest project, the one that came out, I think Ironheart or something, is set in like 2028 or 2029.
So there's a gap, yeah.
There is a gap. Thunderbolts would be just based off the post-credit scene. That would be the most recent one, and that was 14 months after. God, it's so confusing.
That's what I'm saying about time travel and stuff. They did make it difficult for themselves, like, and you knew that they didn't have an understanding with Doom before making Endgame.
Yeah, clearly.
Because it was Kang. Or is it going to be somehow related to, instead of Thanos being wiped, is it going to be Kang being wiped out? I did hear something in the interwebs about Kang actually being present in this film a bit. I don't know where I heard that though. And then like Thanos, Doom kind of is just towards the end and then leads into Secret Wars.
Nah, so they can't do that.
They can't do that because that'd be a tease and a half again.
Putting the name Doomsday on your title
and not having Doom be
like 15 minutes, no way.
True, but it also could be a bait and switch kind of thing. They like to do a lot too. But also, this leads into the team discussion too, right?
Yeah, yes.
Because at the same time, we obviously have the Xmen squad, which I think is quite hilarious, especially seeing, I don't know about you, but seeing Channing Tatum in that list with the OG old ones just is hilarious. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even in there. Like,
it's cool. It's cool.
This is cool, but it's like, dude, they're going to be so much older than you. like they're the old OG ones. I thought you were a part of the modern, like maybe X-Men, but it makes sense that we just never saw him, I guess, in that sense. Like we never saw him. But yes, interesting. What is my biggest, you know what? Let's mention the next scene before I say that.
Yeah.
People were questioning and confused about Loki being a part of the Avengers. Why?
Because of where we left him at the end of Loki season 2. He is a being beyond humanity. He's a god of stories. And why would he now come down to reality?
But that's the thing.
Is that possible?
That's exactly your issue and everyone else's. He doesn't have to come down to join the Avengers. He's helping them from where he's sitting. Like, who said he has to... You know what I mean? Like, he's metaphorically in the team. He's helping them through maybe guidance and kind of pathways and alternative timelines that they could, work with. No one said he had to let go of all the branches he's holding together.
I disagree. And that's simply because I feel like they wouldn't have included him in the team roster. It just, to me, that signals he's coming down to help.
I think it's too literal. I think the meaning is a bit more figurative. Because think about it, right? Sam has no really list for his Avengers. It's probably going to be one of those jokes where it's like he talks to Thor and he goes, mate, I'm running out of I need some more members. And Thor goes, I did hear that my brother is now a good guy. And then it just cuts to Loki holding all of them. And then they're standing at the other side going, Loki. And Loki's like, and then they're like, do you want to join our team? And he goes, what team? The Avengers. I'm kind of stuck here. I'm kind of stuck here. like it could be metaphorical. Like because realistically, Sam's Avengers, like
not great.
But like also the new Avengers are a bit
Thunderbolts.
Unless you have Sentry on your actual side without the Void, then it's good.
Cooked,
but it's kind of like one of the, like, and then that's why I think these teams are hilarious, because you show someone these teams before, let's say, Infinity War, you're gonna be like, what is going on here? What has happened to the MCU? Because what?
Yeah. Especially if you didn't follow Loki's story, that would make no sense.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, Loki goes from Avengers 1 villain to now part of the I can't even say the new Avengers, the Avengers. Like, why do they call themselves the new Avengers? Because every time I talk about the new Avengers, I'm talking about them. But when I want to be talking about the actual new Avengers, like, it's so confusing.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me as well, just like geographically. Like, they should have done a West Coast Avengers and then
100%
normal Avengers, because you got Shang-Chi, who's on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You've got the Falcon and Sam, who I think are based in, where was Brave New World set?
It was
in it was Washington. So East Coast. And then you've got Thor. We don't know what Thor's up. He's on a beach somewhere.
On a beach, yeah.
Who else is on that team? Loki and
there was one more. Was it Hulk?
No, Hulk wasn't in.
He wasn't in there. Yeah, Spider-Man wasn't in there, obviously, because they haven't even announced that.
Oh, there was the Wakandan team as well. I totally forgot about them.
Yeah, I forgot about them. Who was the last member? Talk about the others. I'm going to search it up.
Okay. While Jack searches that up, the Wakandan team was obviously Shuri and Namor and M'Baku. There probably will be some more ones. I don't know how on earth they're going to play into this story, but I don't know how Fantastic Four are going to play into this story, in all honesty. Like, it just
doesn't make sense. Like, the Fantastic Four, I'm still avid that movie wasn't that great. I'll be honest. Like, it because it didn't feel a part. Like, I wouldn't have minded it if it was on its own. You know what I mean? Like, but now they try to include them. I just can't do it. I didn't like it. I didn't connect with it like the others, and it could just be me. I mean, people liked it a lot. I mean, I still think the movie was very mid, but that's just my opinion. So I'm not really excited or how they're going to be intertwined into Doomsday, because they're from a different time period, quite literally. You know what I mean? Like, they're not even
universe.
It was we have Paul Rudd.
Oh, Ant-Man,
and obviously the Falcon.
Ant-Man and Shang-Chi make sense. They're both from San Francisco.
And I guess the Falcon, because he obviously is with Sam, and he also says that in Brave New World, like, you want to be a part of, the Avengers.
That's true.
And then
what the hell's happening to the Young Avengers? Because that was being set up in the Marvels. Oh,
yep, that's true.
Confusing. It's all weird. It's all confusing.
I'm trying to see the other team. So we had Namor on
the Wakandan team.
The Wakandans, and then you also had show us the full ones. Oh, they didn't really show us the full ones. I can't see the rest of the Wakandans. So who were they? So we had Shuri, M'Baku,
Shuri, M'Baku, and Namor.
Namor. So why is that a team? A team has to be 4, at least, unless they've got Black Panther casted.
No, they won't do that.
Damson Idris.
They won't do that.
F1. He is our Black Panther.
I know, but I don't think I don't think they'd do that.
I don't know, but
man.
Like, are we going to be doing it from? Is this movie going to be split into different kind of, instead of subplots, we're going to be splitting into team plots or team actions? And is it going to be one of these things where Doom creates this Doomsday, and it's more like we're watching it from Doom's perspective on what he's done, and then we're watching the teams try to work individually but also together to take out one greater threat. How? I don't understand how this movie's actually going to be like.
How did this movie get made?
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't want this many characters. I've never asked for this many characters. Like,
I'm just even thinking, like, they're going to still bring in the incursion storyline as well.
Yep.
How does that work?
And also, fun fact, the only real shot of Doom that we've gotten was him trying to steal the mask, what's it called? Him getting his mask taken off by
Franklin.
what's it called? Franklin Jr., which is just ridiculous. And then, the post-credit scene of Brave New World says something is coming much greater and all this. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So I think that's in reference to the X-Men.
Really?
I think that is referring to the incursion. Because that's going to happen. It'll be Avengers vs. X-Men for like the first half, and then
for the first 15
Doom
minutes.
will show up, and it'll be setting up the Avengers versus X-Men conflict in the first half. Doom's kind of plotting the more serious stuff, and maybe that's where Fantastic Four are kind of involved in. I don't know.
Is Spider-Man not going to be in this film?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I do not know. Stop asking.
How did this movie get made?
Yeah, I know.
And it finished production. It officially finished production the other day.
The funniest bit of news that we got from Doomsday is still, in my opinion, Alec Cumming, mentioning him fighting, who was it again? Oh, Mr. Fantastic. Nightcrawler. Yeah, remember, it was months ago. He was like, and now being my age, I had to suit up, and now I'm wearing dots, and now I'm fighting this someone. I was like, who am I fighting? And then they told me it was Pedro's character, and I'm like, and everyone's like,
I don't believe that.
Dude, you think he's throwing that off deliberately?
I think he is throwing that off deliberately.
Nah, there's no way, because that's why the Avengers versus X-Men thing made a bit more sense, I think, in my opinion. But then Fantastic Four is not the Avengers.
Exactly.
I mean, dude, it makes me tired talking about Doomsday, because I'm just like,
there's so much unknown.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you would have some people saying, I don't want to watch a trailer. I don't want to watch anything about Doomsday. I need to watch it to understand somewhat of what I be getting into. I have zero understanding. You know what I mean?
I need a trailer.
And apparently it is coming soon, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently they're going to do it next week.
Is it during an event?
Here's another thing, right? I don't know if you heard about this. Apparently they're releasing 4 or 3 different versions of the trailer.
Oh, different ones?
Yeah, one is going to get, I think there's a Comic-Con event or something that they're getting a full trailer. They're going to drop a teaser trailer just the week before that, and then they're going to drop another teaser trailer after the week after it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with Avengers Doomsday, there's just way too many alternatives, way too many mysteries, I guess you could say, way too many negative thoughts about it, because there's just way too much randomness with it.
Here we go. This is from comicbookmovie.com. Oh, that's right. It was releasing alongside Fire and Ash. Okay. The first teaser trailer for
Yes, I did hear,
is expected to be released next week, possibly Thursday, but a new rumor claims that we might not get that it might not be the only sneak peek we get before 2025.
What?
Presumably we'll get the rumored minute-long trailer next week or the week after. The first will likely play in front of the Avatar Fire and Ash, but the second and third, featuring new footage, will be exclusives similar to the Odyssey's trailer. It will perhaps not be released online.
So in other words, literally not online, and then you have to go see another movie to just...
When is Avatar Fire and Ash coming out?
No idea, but I'm not an Avatar fan, so...
It comes out 18th.
I don't like Avatar. I mean, here we go. If any one of you watching, you're going to absolutely go ballistic, or you're going to be like, oh, fair enough. I don't know. Those movies all feel literally the same. I watched the trailer for all of them. I'm like, isn't this just the same premise of the other one? Isn't this just the same blue people that I'm looking at again? I can't connect to it. Well, that's my opinion.
All right, we've ranted about Doomsday for a long time, but there's so much.
There's
so much to discuss.
Yeah.
We'll finish up with a little bit of Star Wars, because it's not like.
Well, I don't even know. I don't even know what your Ahsoka news is. I'm excited. What is it? Apparently it's bad.
What? Well, apparently Ahsoka 2 is bad.
No, the news or whatever it is, bad for us, us or whatever. What is it about?
I actually can't remember. Hang on, I gotta think.
No.
I think it was just that I don't know. I actually can't remember what my news was.
I remember seeing that one of the mothers is not in it.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Because she didn't get the pay. so that leader of the Night Sisters isn't coming back.
I cannot remember what the news was. But regardless, like, that will be coming out next year. I suppose we've got... I don't know. I kind of wanted to talk more about Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, go for it. I just remembered you said you had news for it, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, go Mando Grogu. Yeah.
Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna struggle saying that. I know you've been saying you're not really that excited for it now. I'm probably not at that stage yet. I feel like I need to see another trailer, and I feel like probably Lucasfilm and Disney are scrambling behind the scenes to try and make something marketable. Like, again, we know this movie will make like $500 million or whatever.
Yeah,
it'll make a profit, but well, actually, we don't know if it'll make a profit.
Don't know how much it. Yeah.
But I am thinking that. Well, I read somewhere that apparently season 4, Jon Favreau has season 4 written and ready to go. Sitting on his desk.
Yes, I did.
They're just waiting for the green light.
Yes,
which I think is interesting.
So that means that this is quite literally a season filler.
3.5.
Yeah, filler. But also makes you... Was it you that sent me the post of the synopsis of Mando and Grogu?
I think you sent me the synopsis.
I saw a synopsis of it, and I thought it was interesting the way that they worded it. Let me go suss this out.
Yes, you did send this to me, and I remember.
You know what I'm thinking.
Yes, yeah. It sounded exactly like just an overdone normal episode.
I don't know where I sent it to you. I'll be honest. I can't.
Instagram. It was on Instagram.
I can't see it on there. Oh no!
Oh really?
We should have came prepared with it. The synopsis. I'll search it up. Synopsis. It
was like the Mandalorian is hired as a New Republic bounty hunter, pretty much, to try and track down these Imperial warlords that are still on the run.
It was about evil Empire warlords still out there, but there was something that was interesting. There was something about a artifact or something that
Grogu gets amplifies his powers.
Amplifies his powers.
Where did you send this to me?
I don't know.
I'm literally Instagram now. I literally Messenger.
Comicbookmovie.com. Let's see if it comes up on here. I literally can't even remember. However, some of the former commanders of this dark era cling to their power and have become dangerous warlords. Din Djarin, together with his apprentice Grogu, track down and neutralizes these cells, and it continues saying several clues lead them to Karzun, where they not only managed to infiltrate an almost forgotten Imperial facility, which we probably saw with the walkers, but Grogu also discovers an ancient artifact that functions as an amplifier of his abilities. So discovering a force artifact that enhances his natural force abilities, which is interesting. What might that be about?
Well, I mean, I would say... I feel like amplifying his powers, the only amplification of his powers I can recall seeing was in season 2 when he was on the Seeing Stone. He was able to really concentrate and connect with the Force there, and he created like a Force barrier around.
Is it going to be like he doesn't fall asleep after using it? Is that the only amplification?
No, he's moving pretty solidly in the trailer.
He was also doing pretty well with the training. Yeah, with Luke, which we're not going to see anymore because apparently they want to forget Luke Skywalker's whole character now.
Tragic.
Which is another thing we missed out on talking about. But I find it interesting how it literally sounds like a synopsis of a 45-minute episode for Mandalorian. So I don't know if they're hiding something, and like, what's this importance about Karzun?
Oh, I remember the news now.
Oh, jeez, he's remembered it.
We kind of already assumed this, that the movie will directly link straight into Ahsoka season 2. Like, it will be...
Oh, you mean Mandalorian and Grogu goes into season...
the movie. Yeah, it will directly lead straight into it. So,
well, that means... Well, we assumed, but that kind of means that also... When will season 4 happen? Is that after the Heir to the Empire movie? Is that after season 2 of Ahsoka, or is it before? But also, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I would say the timeline would be, because I'm assuming that Heir to the Empire is still happening. I would say it would be Mandalorian and Grogu, Ahsoka season 2, Mando season 4.
I don't reckon. Yeah.
Heir to the Empire, then Mando season 4.
Yes, I think it's post.
Ahsoka season 2 will lead straight into Heir to the Empire.
It has to, because everything about Thrawn was in Ahsoka, like, mainly. So, which makes it interesting. If this movie does lead into Ahsoka season 2, does that mean we're going to get Mando and Grogu in Ahsoka season 2? Or is it going to be more like the Imperial warlords that they're hunting down? Because we also know Thrawn is in our galaxy now. Is one of the ones that they tried to track down ends up becoming Thrawn, and then they freak out and they don't know what to do, and then they kind of try to contact Ahsoka, but Ahsoka's not responding, so they have to go to Hera and Ezra, who are currently in the thing, and then they get the goss to Mando and Grogu. Then Mando and Grogu join, obviously, the New Republic, and then I don't know, it could be something.
Yeah, they won't do that because it's Disney.
True,
but that sounds great. That sounds so good.
Imagine like them doing like maybe not a montage, but like make it aware that they've just been wiping out like smaller Imperial warlord facilities. The first part of that trailer we got is just the first part of the movie where they took out Kalzun. They find this artifact and they're like, "Huh, this is weird. We need someone to tell us more about this." And then they're like, "Oh, we've got reported that there's another warlord on this planet." They don't say the planet. And then they come out of hyperspace, and it's Dathomir. And then they rock down, and then this artifact thing that Grogu has, or that's amplified his abilities, they land on the planet. The Night Sisters deceive them in explaining that they can teach them about this artifact. And then Thrawn shows up, and he's wearing his Imperial getup. And Mando and Grogu are like, "Oh, we're working with the enemy? Hold on a second. This is what the guy we came to send down to." And then they go to attack him, but then the Night Sisters. Night Sisters and the dead troopers, or whatever they called them, with that really bad scene where Ahsoka was just like, show up, and then they have to retreat and then go to the New Republic, and then kind of it leaves Mando or Grogu injured, maybe. So there's some stakes. I don't know. Like, what's the climax? Like, I'm interested to know what the climax of this movie will be. Like, once again, bit of a mystery. Is it just going to be like, oh yeah, happily ever after, they completed their mission?
I feel like just because production hasn't even started on Heir to the Empire yet, I don't think it would. And also, for people who don't care about Ahsoka, why would they leave it on a cliffhanger to go to season 2? So
it needs to wrap up on its own. Yeah,
it does, with some intrigue into season 2.
Yeah.
The only thing about that synopsis, Jack, that makes me a bit confused, and it's probably the most important thing that you need to consider when thinking about the movie. Where on earth does Rotter the Hutt fit into it?
He might be the one with the intel. I don't know. Maybe because obviously we know he's a brawler, an absolute Chad of the universe. Yeah, he might have info on all these remaining Imperial warlords, and that's why they have to go kind of, and maybe he has to fight him for respect, and then gets the respect, and then and then maybe because we all know he's in with the Hutts pretty intently, especially from Clone Wars and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Allen White.
He must be. They're not going to hire a big voice actor for not a big part.
Yeah,
I don't think they would do that and announce it too. So
what if Rotter the Hutt was the Imperial warlord all along?
He is Thrawn. He's just had a makeover.
He is the heir to the Empire.
He is the heir to the Empire. He's expecting it. Big old muscly jabber, basically. So, see, this is the issue. Doomsday and Mandalorian and Grogu, 2 Disney projects that I'm just absolutely baffled by what the hell is going to happen. Like, realistically, like, I am excited for both just to see them, but I don't know if I'm expecting a lot or if any for both of them, which is probably a good thing, because that means they really don't have expectations for me to fail. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be a unique creative decision, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's something, something different maybe. I don't know. It'd be cool.
I think just harkening back to Doomsday, I think that's kind of what its main advantage is going, like, has going for. Because we know there has been zero setup for this movie. We know there has been zero indication of them, like the incursion. Well, there has been indication of the incursion, but there's been no real, there's no setup. So that's the only advantage that we know going into this movie. We have no idea what they could do.
Meaning that you can't really be disappointed as of right now because it's like, what do you like? But that's also where disappointment occurs. People are theorizing crazy stories, and then for it to just be like a mediocre, yep, I'm here to take out all the timelines. Yep. And that's why Loki, like, I don't know.
You can't go into the movie with that.
No, you can't.
You just got to go in with a
blinders. Yeah. Because I'm thinking maybe maybe Doom does try to take out Loki first, knowing that he's got a very significant power in the multiverse. And Loki is sort of like the Bruce Banner in Infinity War, warning the others about it. And that's why he joins. And that's why he's got kicked out of his already OP kind of state, I guess you could say. Who knows? I don't know. There's too many things that could happen, and that's scary.
Yeah.
But I think it's an exciting time, especially since it's so vague, I think is a thing too. But that's all from unless you have something to end us off with.
I was going to say, I've literally, like 20 minutes before we started recording, I read an Instagram post that said, we're going to be getting The Boys Season 5, Invincible Season 4, and Daredevil Season 2 all at the same time. So we're going to be feasting.
Daredevil Season 2 had some news the other day too that I forgot to mention. I don't know, but it was something about like... Next week? Yeah, it was something for next... And then what's it called? With Invincible, they showed that obviously the usual diner thing, which is great, and I love the meta-ness that they do with the animators and everything. But I'm very excited for what's to come for Invincible. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good for television. I think hopefully, maybe.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Yes. Thanks guys for tuning in, and also don't forget that we do have at least my perspective of the trailer reaction, because Cooper was absolutely busy doing his workaholicness. So good on him for being a workaholic. And yeah, so thank you for the support over the recent videos. We're going to try to do a bit more more frequently now, as always, that we were saying before with our old live stream. But we are tending to do these longer ones now, as you can see. So let us know, obviously, if it's working or if it's not working or anything like that. It's always good to see what you guys think, obviously, because we enjoy doing any kind of style. It's more, obviously, what you guys like to enjoy too.
Absolutely. Yep. Alrighty. Catch you next week.
Catch you next week, guys.